Well, hello, dear friends. I am Zishan Hashmi, and today I have with me Saurav and Vinay Kumar. The prelims result is out, and these two students of mine have cleared the prelims exam successfully. And today we are going to ask from them, actually learn from them, how they could clear prelims in this attempt of theirs, and keeping in the tradition of my earlier videos of expose the mentor, I would be acting as a layman, as a fresher who is not very well versed with prelims exam or the nitty gritties of clearing prelims exam, and I'll be asking these guys as to how prelims can be cleared, what is a good strategy, what is the right way of clearing prelims, right way of studying for prelims, right way of attempting the paper, and so on. And probably few other students may join midway as well. So let's start with the very basic questions that uh, many students, many freshers especially have in their minds when it comes to prelims. So, starting with Vinay and Saurav, first of all, congratulations for clearing prelims, both of you. And,
Thank you.
and, and certainly, mains is the next thing that we have to face. But clearing prelims, especially in these times when it has evolved radically, is an achievement in itself, undoubtedly. So, you guys deserve credit for that, undoubtedly. Okay. So, starting with you, Saurabh and Vinay,
Okay.
one after other. Please tell me what were your scores, because there was a lot of confusion, controversies regarding the cutoff scores. What would be the ideal range? So, please share your scores, Saurabh.
Sir, actually, my experience with scores are that however much I calculate from keys, I usually get around the same. Like last year, I also calculated around 92, 92, and I missed the cutoff by only by 2 marks. So actually, whatever I calculate, I get around the same almost. And this year, I was getting around 95 to 98. So I'm guessing cutoff must be below that, below 95.
You're getting 95 to 98 through different keys of
Yes, sir.
standard institutes. All
Keys,
right.
yes.
Vinay, what was your score or what was the range of your scores?
So from 98 to 106, sir, from different scores, different keys.
Yours was 98 to 106. Nishant,
106.
okay. Nishant, can you hear me? Okay, you are on mute, Nishant. First of all,
Yes, sir.
congratulations for clearing prelims, first and foremost.
Thank
And
you, sir.
Nishant, please share your score or the range in which your scores were falling.
I was expecting above 90, 92 and all.
You're getting above 92. All right.
But there are 2, 3 doubtful questions. Means which I was there are which I thought that
That's okay.
it may fetch me marks depending on the interpretation of UPS.
Okay.
So I was getting around 1992.
1992 in general category, right?
Yes, sir. General category.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So 90 to 92, Nishant, Saurav was getting 95 to 98, and Vinay was getting above 96, above 98, if I'm not wrong. Right, Vinay?
Yes. Upon it. Yes.
So these were your scores, and you eventually you guys cleared prelims. You guys made it. All right. Another thing I would want to ask you guys again. Another thing that is again in the minds of many people, that uh, attempting the paper. While attempting the paper, how did you go ahead? Did you solve it in one go, or did you do multiple iterations? Did you solve it in 2 rounds, 3 rounds, whatever? Starting with you, Nishant.
I solved it in one go, sir.
You solved it in one go, like you started from question number one and you kept on solving it till you reached question number 100.
Yes, I solve it in that way only. Because from last year prelim experience, what I have felt that if I use it in 2 rounds, so there is
Okay,
a
Nishant,
possibility of second attempt in one go only.
there was some network issue, so some of your bite was not audible. Anyways, I'll come back to you, Nishant. Vinay,
Sure.
what about you?
I did around 3 iterations of the papers. Initially, I solved all the sure questions, which I knew that they will be correct
Yeah.
for sure from my interpretation. And then
Okay.
I found 50-50 questions, which I marked in the first one. Then lastly, I used the things like where till then I was around 45-46 questions per second round. And third round, I used logical guessing, all those things, and guessed around 40 again. 82 I cleared.
Three iterations. So low hanging fruits,
Yes, I did
you
three
went
iterations.
for the low hanging fruits in the first iteration, then 50-50 in the second, and third you used logical solving skills in the third iteration. That's what you're saying, Vinay.
Yes, yes.
What about you, Saurav?
Sir, I used 2 iterations. Like before, I used to do around more than 3 actually. And 2019 was a shocker for me because I didn't get enough time to solve in 3 rounds. So this time I thought that I have to solve everything by 2 rounds. So in the first round, I solved around 65 questions itself. And in the second round, I had this in my mind that like I have to solve every question. Even if I don't know it, I have to solve it because I had this expectations that I have to solve like 95 to 98 questions. And in the end, I attempted 97 questions. So that was in my mind that because if you are targeting for 95 plus questions, you cannot actually leave any question. So you are preparing yourself that no, I have to solve every question, whether I know it or not. So in the second round, I had this in my mind that I won't leave anything for the third round. I have to solve it in this round itself. So in the first round, I solved around 60 to 65 questions and filled all the bubbles. In the second round, I started solving, and as soon as I solved one question, I used to bubble it up. And in
All
that way,
right.
I just barely managed to solve everything in 2 hours.
All right. Actually, interesting diversity can be seen here. Nishant did it in one iteration. Vinay used three iterations. Saurav did 2 iterations. Fine. Everyone have their own different strategy of attempting the paper. That's very much clearly visible here itself. All right. Now, as you mentioned, Saurav, about the number of attempts, I was going to ask this very question to you guys. And as Saurav said, he attempted 97 questions, right, Saurav?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Vinay?
I attempted 82 questions.
You attempted 82 questions.
82. Yes.
Okay. Then your strike rate must have been really good because 82 is something that I generally doesn't suggest my students. I suggest them to go at least above 90. So your strike rate must have been really good. Okay, Nishant, what was your number of
Yes.
attempts?
I have attempted 97 questions.
97 questions. Okay. So Saurav and Nishant both went for 97 and yours was 82. Fine. All right. The next thing that I would like to ask you guys is something interesting and something we have been talking about and interacting with each other very, very intensively. Like you mentioned about 3 iterations, you mentioned about 2, and you mentioned Nishant mentioned about 1 as well. I would like to know from you guys about logical solving skills. Call it Tigidam, call it logical solving skills, or call it whatever. How did it help you? How did you utilize it in the paper, and to what extent was it helpful in the real examination? Starting with you, Nishant, because Nishant, you did only 1 iteration. I'm starting with you.
Yes. Actually, sir, it was very helpful for me. Suppose there was one question from sports regarding a certain award, I think. So I am not a avid follower of sport, but by using tickdums and logic, I could easily guess the right answer. I forgot the exact wording of the question, but it was regarding some award, I think.
All right.
There's
So
a sports question, and there
Laureus
are
award. Yeah.
there are many such examples like that. Means after 30 questions, I use my logical skill only.
so after 30 questions, what you're saying is 30 questions you knew for sure, right?
Yeah, around 30 questions I knew for sure.
And out of 97, that means 67 questions you used your logical ability.
Yeah, sure.
So that is a very important piece of information that you are giving out, Nishant, because there's a big misconception among a big lot of janta, of students, that knowledge is something that will sail you through, that will sail them through. But this is something that would be enlightening for them, that after a point of time you need to take risks, you need to use your logical solving ability to cross that threshold. Okay, after Nishant, I'll come to you, Vinay. How did you use and how far were the logical solving skills or theorems helpful in the real paper?
I attempted around 30 questions through logical skills in the third round. First round and second round, like I was able to clear through the things through my own knowledge. And then there were questions like the Laureus Award one and the WTC question about World Test Championship. Like those things, like they were like one the skill you told, sir, like deliberately putting the obvious options. Like New Zealand score one more matches than England. It is very obvious that like in any competition,
Overemphasis you're talking about.
yes, in any competition, like they will like the ones who wins more matches will be taken as the first or second this thing. I thought like that it's too obvious to give out such information, so I eliminated. And first one I knew, sir, like it was not first statement I knew that it is wrong. Then I marked neither one nor two. Like that I was able to score around 30 like that.
Okay, so
And
what
then
you're
some
saying?
questions were there like
Tell me.
uh, uh, questions like triclosan and all, like those are some there were like some common sense questions like that, which like common usable this thing. I used to
Extrapolation
have
technique
that
you
habit
used,
of
that
reading the
means
contents and
you used extrapolation technique.
yeah, so like
You applied
that,
your own context
yes,
to the context of the question. Fine. So, Vinay, what you're saying is
yes,
30 questions, around 30 questions you did using logical skills. And a few questions
yes,
that you mentioned were common between you and Nishant. That sports related question, Laurier's Wala question. And these
yes,
questions were sort of googly questions. They were sports related questions, and many people were caught off guard.
yes.
But the fact that you could do it through logical skills must be comforting for many people out there, right, Nishant and Vinay? What about you, Saurav? Logical skills, how did you use them and how were they helpful in the real exam?
So obviously, logical skills and all the tricks were very useful. But one thing I did that I did not distinguish between logical skills and elimination technique and using knowledge. So when I say that in the first round I was solving around 60 to 65 questions, I didn't think of these as okay, I know this by knowledge and I know this question by elimination or whatever tricks. I just thought that I have to get the answer anyhow. So I'm not sure how many questions I have solved through logic and how many I have solved through knowledge, but I can guarantee you that the number of questions that I have solved through knowledge are very less, because you cannot rely on knowledge itself. And what I think is that UPSC every year since 2017, it has introduced one section that we can think of as a surprise section. Like last year in 2020, it was agriculture, and this year it is sports. So I think in that section, next year it will be something else. Next year they won't ask these such kind of questions on sports or anything. Next year it might be something else. So in that section also, I extensively used tricks and all. And like Vinay was saying about that sports questions, in out of 3 sports questions, I got 2 right and 1 wrong. and I also used tricks only because I had absolutely no idea. So I didn't have any knowledge per se, but I was using tricks extensively, and I did not distinguish between tricks and the knowledge, because if you are thinking that okay, in the first round I'll only solve those questions that I know, then obviously you'll run out of time, kind of. So my strategy was that I'll not have that kind of distinction. I'll
Certainly.
just solve it anyhow.
Certainly, like as you said, Saurabh, you did not distinguish between different types of questions: knowledge-based question, logical skill-based question, and other googly questions. That's good. But certainly, you used logical skills to your benefit.
Yes,
Fine.
definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
that's good. I would mention this thing here, Nishant. I can see the pains you are taking to be part of this video. You have to move from
Yes,
here
sir.
and there, and you are operating from office, as I can see. So
Yeah,
that's
actually, I am at
that's
a site now.
that's a really good gesture from your side, I would say, Nishant. Okay. Now let's come to another important area, CSAT. Say, for example, like Vinay was part of the Hack CSAT club. So I would just like to know very briefly from you guys the number of attempts in CSAT that you did, and how did you target CSAT comprehension specifically? Starting with you, Nishant.
In CSAT, I have attempted around 50 questions, and that paper also I have attempted in one go. And I haven't differentiated between the questions of maths and that comprehension test. Whatever question I found easy, I attempted. So at last, I think I have attempted around 50 questions.
So 50 questions you did in CSAT. All right.
Yes.
So okay, Saurabh, you were not part of the CSAT club. How did you tackle
No, sir.
paper 2 CSAT?
Sir, actually, usually my strength was passages. So because I'm really good at literature, so I used to think that I'm really good at this. But obviously, after 2019, again that was a shocker, and the level of difficulty of CSAT paper is also rising. So this time I didn't take it like very lightly. I practiced. I didn't join any coaching or anything as such, but I actually practiced a lot of questions before exam, like not too many, but I did solve previous year papers. And last year I attempted only 45 questions and I got 88. Like my score was 88, so my accuracy was very high. But obviously this year again I thought that I can't take that kind of risk. So this year I attempted 53 questions, and my strategy in CSAT paper always has been that first hour I always allocate to maths, because in the second hour I find that like my mind is getting a bit slower. Like you get tired and you cannot solve difficult, even easier questions you cannot solve. So my strategy was that first hour is definitely for mathematics, no matter how many questions I solve, but I'll take 1 hour to solve all the questions, then I fill up the bubbles. And at the hour mark I start solving passages. This year for the first time I found passages like really difficult. And but I have that feeling that okay, this is the answer. Like from the options itself I have this feeling that this will be the answer. So you can call it intuition or something, but that helped me, and that has always helped me. This time the only improvement I did from last year is that I attempted more number of questions, 53 around, and I stuck to my strategy of 1 hour.
Okay. So one thing I can get from what you have conveyed, sort of, is that CSAT was not a difficult game for you. Fine. You were just being cautious, and you had in this thing in mind that you will attempt more number of questions, and you had allotted 1 hour to comprehension and other
Yes.
areas. And as you said, you found comprehension to be difficult comparatively. All right.
Definitely.
All right. Vinay, you were part of the CSAT club. So I would like to know, how did you tackle the paper,
Yes.
the comprehension part, and the other areas?
Actually, sir, it is like an Achilles heel for me, sir. Last year also I scored 62, 63 around. And I always thought like reading comprehension was my strong point. And last year when I attempted more RC, less quants, and I'm not good at calculating fast. So it takes me a lot of time for me to get the answer. Like it takes, we understand that it takes a lot of time. So then I thought like this time I should attempt more quants and all. Like this time also the same thing happened. Like I could attempt hardly 44, 45 questions. Because I made a mistake that I took 1.5 hours for quants and logical reasoning. I was able to solve 30 in that.
Okay.
Then again,
How did you manage comprehension? Because much less time was left for
and
comprehension.
use, yeah, so very less time was left. So like last, so whichever I can muster, like last, say 7-8 pages, like there were some passages around 15 passages. So like it was really hard to read far swiftly at that time. Hardly 30 minutes were left. So I used those techniques. I didn't read some of the passages. The Uncle Jolly things are like the ones like which are very extreme and all. Like I didn't use them.
Okay.
I
So
I used the option which felt good.
Vinay is talking about the skills that he learned in the CSAT club. Uncle Jolly technique that he's talking about, where we solve comprehension questions without even reading the passages, and that's what you did in the real exam. Vinay.
Yes, 4 to 5 I read. So somewhere I was not able to crack with the techniques. Like some of them, I had to read them. So the large passages, I had to read them. So it took time. So hardly like 11, 12 I was able to solve. Like in the answer keys and all, like every passage answer they were showing were opposite of me. Like they were wrong. They were saying like they interpreted wrongly or something. Some were saying this is correct. Some were saying it is wrong. I felt like I would miss the train because of this thing. Just 1, 2 wrong,
All
2, 3
right.
marks. Like I was scoring 52 to 67 in the answer keys.
All
I
right.
think
All right.
passages helped.
Fine. Fine, Vinay. So this was about CSAT. Now, very shortly, guys, tell me for current affairs, what, how many months or duration current affairs did you emphasize on or target for this prelims exam? Very quickly, starting with you, Nishant.
Sir, I have studied for last 1 year current affairs. I have made my own notes from newspaper, and that only I have studied.
You went for 1 year current affairs. All right.
Yes.
Saurav.
Sir, like last 2 attempts, I used to focus too much on current affairs, and I used to like read for at least last 1.5 or 2 years, or even more than that. So this year I didn't focus that much on current affairs because I knew that finally current affairs questions also I have to solve by logic or tikdom or like something else, because we prepare for so much current affairs and finally they ask something else. So this year I did not focus that much on current affairs as such, but I did make my own notes from Hindu newspaper, and I didn't see any compilations or anything as such. But like I said, I went with this mindset that current affairs questions will be very tough, and I have to solve it in the exam hall itself without knowing anything about them. So this kind of, I think, attitude was really important rather than mugging up everything, because even if you mug up 2 or 3 years, last 3 years current affairs, even then you may not be able to solve all the questions from knowledge itself.
That's something very interesting that you said, Saurav. That first thing you said, that you knew that even a current affairs question you'll have to solve logically using your mind then and there.
Yes.
You'll have to use logical skills. Fine. And as Nishant said, he focused on 1 year current affairs only, and Saurav did not focus much on current affairs. ठीक है, and relied
Sir, I
more
had
on.
notes for last 2 or 3 years current affairs. I had my notes, and I didn't get enough time to even revise them. And because I wasn't focusing that much on them, and so I just
What I
I
liked
just looked
what I
through
liked
1
in
year.
what you said, Saurav, was the temperament that you had, that mindset, that even though you haven't done current affairs very rigorously, you will be able to do it, because ultimately those will be bouncers, and you'll have to use your mind
Yes.
then and there. that temperament is what matters most, rather than doing just reading and studying things endlessly. Right, Saurav? This is something that we discussed and learned as part of our interaction as well. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Vinay, what about you regarding current affairs?
So I did my own notes, sir, about the current affairs.
How much
I
duration?
used to study last year, May to this year, August. I studied the current affairs. Sir.
Fine. So it was
I
a
used to
bit.
study Hindu judiciously every day, sir. I read the new Hindu newspaper every day, and Indian Express economy part and international relations part. And then I took a popular magazine from this thing, sir, from the market. Like I studied it again and again, like 3-4 times, and made short notes out of it, like which I can remember about national parks, places in news, all those things. Sir. So
Again,
that
here diversity
helped
can be
me.
seen.
Like,
Diversity can be seen. Like Saurav did not emphasize much on current affairs and relied on his temperament, his confidence that he'll be tackling current affairs through logical skills. On the other hand, you were a
Sir,
religious.
yeah, one
Vinay,
thing
you
I'd
were
like,
a rigorous and religious reader of the Hindu on a continuous basis. Okay, Saurav, you're adding something.
yes,
yeah,
yes.
I would just, I would like to add something else. Because you specifically asked about current affairs, I'll say that my last two attempts, I feel, were like I could not clear because of excessive obsession with current affairs. Like I used to read everything, and I used to think that using my knowledge, I'll be able to solve. And finally, my experience was that in exam hall, they would ask completely different, completely unexpected questions. So that is one reason why I didn't focus too much on current affairs this year, even if I had my own notes and I did not have enough time to go through them. And even if I had, I can tell you that I would not have been able to solve using my knowledge only. That is one thing I wanted to add, that this obsession with current affairs, that we have to finish everything, we have to mug up and we have to solve through knowledge only, that will not work. That is my experience. I don't know about others, but that is my experience.
That is your experience, and that is what I have been saying constantly in our interactions. Whenever we interacted in our clubs, this
Yes, sir.
was the line that I used to convey. That obsession with current affairs. Although we targeted current affairs rigorously, but that
Yes,
was
yes.
just part of the process. Ultimately, our temperament and our practice of logical skills would help us. This is what our discussions used to be or hinged
To
around
add, sir,
these
like
lines.
I was very cautious this time, sir. Like last year, the paper I felt like, like it was, I don't know, like it was not like the 2019 or 2018 paper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I felt like
It's
I don't want to take my chances,
yeah.
so I studied this static and current affairs fairly.
Certainly, nothing wrong about reading, emphasizing
Yeah.
more on current affairs. I would say, guys, are nothing wrong about emphasizing less. We have both examples here of Saurav and Vinay. Ultimately, it depends on how you tackle it. What's your strategy? Okay, guys. So,
Yes.
lastly, uh, the very basic things that I wanted to know from you guys, I asked you already. Before ending the video, I would open it up to you one after the one by one, and anything that you want to add, so you can freely speak up, starting with you, Nishant.
Sir, I think the most important thing is not losing hope and not losing confidence. And anyway, I think a person who has studied sincerely, he will not be able to attempt more than 30 or 35 questions. After that, he will anyway have to take risk. So I think for that matter, he will need to have means confidence on himself. And moreover, I think the solving previous year question papers, that is one of the most important things that means previous experience can do before prelims. Means I have solved around last 5 years questions before 1 week of prelims. So I think that helped me to a very greater extent.
That resonates around the strategy that I had suggested to.
Yeah, exactly, sir. You have told that to solve previous year question papers, and that exactly I did in last 1 week.
All right. Not to lose confidence. as what Nishant has said, not to lose hope, putting emphasis on previous year questions and being mindful of the fact that knowledge will help you to solve at max around 30 to 35 questions. That's what Nishant has said. All right. So, any ending note from you, Vinay? What would you like to add?
Yeah, so like I want to add like generally being aware. So like we just take aback from those questions, the common sense questions which were in 2020. Many people said they were hard, some people said they were very easy, but they were common sense questions. So like the people, if we observe around, like if generally being aware, so not like too aware of something, like too getting into them, like being aware, like those sports questions, being sports questions or the environment questions, like generally being aware, we can clear. So not only books that can
Okay.
help you.
Okay, I get your point. I get your point. So rather than relying only on the traditional books, being aware of the
Yeah,
happenings around you, general
yeah,
awareness is something that you're mentioning, right, Vinay?
yes, yeah.
All right. Sort of ending remarks by you. What would you like to add?
Sir, I won't say anything technical anymore, like we have discussed enough. I'll say one generic thing, and that is I'm seeing even among my friends who are very hardworking and they have been taking exam year after year, many have again failed, and even I was failing again and again. So one very generic thing I would like to say that most people think that they have like prepared enough for prelims and अब तो prelims तो कम से कम निकल ही जाएगा, but ultimately prelims में ही fail हो जाते हैं. So don't give up, persevere, and your time will come, but don't give up. Like one thing I think that might be common between me, Vinay, and like all of us here is that we haven't cleared it in single attempt or very easily. Like we had to like work really hard, and even last year or year before that we used to think, okay, maybe we'll clear it this time, but we did not clear that time, and like this time we cleared, and that is because we are persevering, we are working every day. So my advice to people who have failed again this year, despite thinking that they have prepared enough and that at least they will clear prelims, my advice is that do not lose hope, and just keep studying. Your time will come and you will also clear.
Okay,
So
very
that's
well
my
said.
advice.
Very well said, Saurav. And especially you highlighted your own failure in your earlier attempts. So that is what matters.
Yes.
That shows that despite failures, you kept on trying, you kept on persevering, and today you have cleared prelims, and you'll be writing mains this year. That is what matters. So finally, guys, I'll just tell you guys as my ending note that we'll be in constant contact even after this. Now, mains is the real battle ahead. And if there is anything pertaining to mains, you can always reach out to me, ping me on Habitat. Fine. And let's see
Yeah.
what can be done.
Yes.
Thank you.
And thanks a lot for being here, all of you. Nishant, Vinay, Saurav. All the best for your main.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, guys.